Hello everyone, Jimmy Walker here. Well, I'm in the iconic city of Prague with E13 Events and West Ham Fan TV. Got an unbelievably special interview tomorrow with an absolute legend of West Ham, mentor of mine and a top man in Ludo McCloskey, the big boy himself. I cannot wait for that. Honestly, I'm so privileged to be hosting this. I'm honoured to be hosting it with him. I can't wait to do it with him. But whilst we are in the iconic city of Prague, it would be amiss of us not to come to this amazing place which holds so many special memories to everyone that was here when we won the Europa Conference League. So I'm here. Unfortunately, I wasn't there that night. I chose to stay at home and watch it at the London Stadium, which was an amazing night in itself in the Great Britain Lounge. But for three guys who their whole life have been West Ham, thick and thin, home and away, to be here for them, I know was so special for them. And we are at the Fortuna Stadium, the home of Slavia Prague, the scene of the best night in West Ham's recent history when we won that amazing night when Bowen scored. Paqueta put that through. Incredible night. So to relive this with these guys tonight is really special. Fellas, how good is it to be back? Right, I'll start with you, mate.
Yeah.
Ryan, West Ham Fan TV. This must be special to come back to you. How different is it? How many memories does it bring back to you?
Well, I was going to say it gave me goosebumps, but I think it's because I'm so fucking cold, Jimmy. Goosebumps, mate.
I'm voting. Nose is gone.
It is, mate. As soon as we got out of the cab and we started looking around, you start remembering that day and the build-up and just being outside. And Ian was pointing out where it all was, and it just brings it back to where the bars were, all the fans gathering. It was just the whole day, the build-up, being in the square, on the piss with everyone, and then just making
I mean, that must have been incredible. Just to be out there, listen, your mates from you've watched every game with, you know, from Oxford Park to go to the London Stadium, to actually come out here and be with everyone in it. It's an amazing place as well in Prague. To be out here with that party atmosphere before the game must have been incredible itself.
Yeah, European Cup finals for us don't come along often, do they? So it's my first experience of it. So like all of us. So yeah, no, it was just good to be out here with everyone, all the mates you've grown up with. You know, you're in the square and you start seeing people that you ain't seen for years, and everyone's just out here. People that didn't even have tickets just come out here to be part of it.
And there were so many people out there. The fan zone was so far away, but it was an unbelievable night. And the guy we're interviewing tomorrow, Ludo, was there himself, and so emotional on the stage as well. Yeah. We know he's not in the greatest of health at the minute as well, and part of the reason why we're going to come out here to see him as well, which is going to be, you know, poignant and incredible to see him. But to see Ludo on the stage, Nick, was you in the fan zone at that time, or was you just in the square? Did you see Ludo on there? Or just
when
on the
was
piss
that?
run?
Was that after?
No, it's before. We were there when he was on the stage.
Yes, yeah, we did. Yeah, we see Ludo there. I was pissed by that time, Jimmy.
I think most people was, mate. It's the best way to watch football, mate.
He thought Ludo was starting that night.
To be honest, it probably gives us even more of a chance.
Yeah, it's to come back here. I mean, I was just saying it's changed a little bit since we came here. There's some shops gone up and some things like that. So I didn't recognise it straight away. But then Ian started pointing out where the things were and all that, and now it starts to flood back. But I'll be honest with you, it's one of them experiences where it goes so fucking quick, and you can't take it in, and it's only when you come back. Yeah, I'll tell you what though, Jim, it was a lot fucking warmer when we come here last time. I was wearing a pair of shorts. It is fucking boring.
So when you was here, obviously the summertime was the end of the season. Fucking everything was rosy. I mean, I think down there was all the bars and everything around about, so it must have looked so different as well. But
it's very different.
How was the atmosphere, Nick? Explain that to me back then.
It was unbelievable, honestly. As I said, we've got a vlog up on our channel. If you look on our channel, we've got a vlog up. We've vlogged the whole trip.
Amazing.
And we've got it. So you'll see it all. I'll go back to it and I'll look at that tonight, and then I'll start comparing it to what I see here.
Yeah, makes sense.
And you know, I remember coming in. We met up with a load of friends there. You know, everyone was in this bit here, and it was going through. One funny story, right? Funny enough, I got a bad knee. I've had a bad knee for many, many years.
Me too, mate, as it goes.
20 years ago, I had a bad jet ski accident and my knee's never been the same since. I've got up the turnstiles here and I was just walking through the security barriers and my knee completely went, it popped out of place, didn't it? Do you remember that? Yeah. It popped out of place. I couldn't walk, right? And I was coming through and they were saying, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Like, I was fucked. Like, I couldn't move. My brother was going, get him in, carry him in,
just carry him in,
wheel him in,
get him in here, just get him in his seat.
Yeah, because I was going, just go. Like
no way.
Yeah, I was just go because it was gone. Like it was out. I couldn't walk. And then all of a sudden, it was like a superhero. I just went, and I felt it go, and I felt It's going. Right, let's go. I'll run back in there just in case it went again. You know what I mean? And then
I've done my knee. It's like twisted and fucking. I'm alright. I've done it in, mate. It's gone. My knee's gone. Huh?
I see it pop back in. You're alright. You're walking alright though, aren't you?
Yeah, it's alright. It's better.
yeah, from that, mate, it was just, as I say,
So is that the moment you knew he was going to win it?
we knew we was gonna
Surely
win it,
from that
yeah.
moment.
I mean, yeah, with the offside goal, remember the offside goal in the first half, and then Ben Rama scoring, then they equalising, and then 89th minute, it's Roy the Rover stuff. And I'll never forget it for the rest of my life, honestly. And it's great to be back here. It's fantastic to be back here. Yeah, it's a very emotional place for me.
No, fantastic. And do you know what? It was, before going to Ian, like...
Go on, move in, go on.
I watched it
Moving that way.
in London Stadium, and it was amazing just being there in the Great Britain Lounge. There was incredible, and let's face it, the game was pretty shit.
Yeah.
But we don't care. It's a final.
Yeah.
Finals are never great, but to get over that line, and I know, listen, you guys have been week in, week out, like I said. Ian, I know it was a real poignant time for you. We've spoke about it loads since then, and just looking back at it in there from you, we can't get in the stadium at the minute. It's late at night, but we're looking through the security railings and the grills, and you go, that's where my seat was, and that's where it was. I mean, for you to be back there, I know how emotional it is for you.
Yeah, look, we spoke about it all day, haven't we? It was an unbelievable experience. I mean, you know, I never thought I'd ever see us win anything.
No.
I'd convinced myself young, and we was talking about the semi-final in Alkmaar and then the differences in emotion. So, like, Alkmaar, I don't know about you, but I had nervous anxiety all day because of what had happened the year before. Frankfurt, it hurt so much, you know, to lose and be that close, and to think, like, you know, we would have done Rangers in the final, but then you just, you know, Alkmaar, you was thinking, please don't let me get that feeling again. And then we won, we got to the final, decorated the house. I don't know about you, I had flags outside the house, you know, like looking back at the cup final days from the 80s, that's what I wanted to do. So decorated our house, come over here, we booked it in when we played Silkeborg. That's when we booked our final.
So you booked it right back in the day?
Yeah, because I mean, we was coming back on the plane.
So you were confident, or was it just because it was cheap?
Jim, we played shit in Silkeborg. We played shit at a lot of places that year, and we kept winning. And I remember sitting there, I'm going, do you know what? There's only 3 teams left in this. I said, it's us, Villarreal, who at the time were good under Emre, and Fiorentina. Yep. Emre goes to Villa. That was the end of Villarreal. It only left Fiorentina. So we said, look, we've got to book it. So we paid 37 quid return.
It's a bargain.
We stayed in a hostel up the road. That was about 100 quid for a week. The only downside, I said to you earlier on, was missing the victory parade. Did you boys get back?
We was here another week.
So it was that was disappointing. But I'll always say, if you had this that night,
so
you wouldn't
let me
swap
get
it.
the disappointment out of the way before I talk about the final again, and obviously the end, and lifting the trophy here, which was incredible. The victory parade was bought a little bit quick, so there was about, I don't know if I'm right on the numbers, but 20,000 people still out here couldn't get back for the victory.
Easily. It was mob.
Which must have been a little bit of example, because everyone wants to get to that.
Yeah, we've done the same thing. We've done the same thing. We booked here. Mate, you stayed in the hostel, right? We stayed in the presidential suite in the Savoy. And I'm not fucking joking.
Massive
either.
time. It's
and
massive
we paid
time.
about 400 quid for it.
Massive time.
YouTube.
Massive time.
No, honestly.
I just know fan TV's where it's at, right?
Direct price, but I'm telling you, it was about 400 quid for 3 of us when we booked it at the time. So we was living like, we had grapes up there and all sorts. I'm not joking you.
You're like Pardew in the Skyverse
Yeah,
now.
honestly.
Yeah, grapes, you know what? I always stayed at that gas.
I think there's some grapes in Goldfingers, I heard.
We had all fruit laid out on the fucking table, there's chocolates on our pillars and all that. We had the most amazing place. But again, we booked it early. We had direct flights. These flights were thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds once we got to them, and we had them all. So yeah, it was we had confidence that we was going to get
you
there.
talk about your knee, Nick. It just brought a memory back. Funny enough, literally just there is Bill Gardner was sat on the verge over there, you know, and he was really, really unwell that season. And everyone had thought he'd actually had a heart attack that night. And he was so unwell, he was so white and ashen. And I remember walking past, I go, "Oh, right, Bill," and he says, "Whatever happens, I'm going in that stadium tonight." He says, "If I take my last breath in there tonight, then so be it." He said, "But I'm going in that ground." And we went in on this corner here, and it's funny, like you say, I was looking through the gates earlier on, could see the seat you sat in. Yeah, I went with my dad all season, which obviously my dad was fortunate. He see us win in 64, in 65, see his club captain lift the World Cup in 66, 75, 80. He had great times at West Ham. We had your playoff final.
Hey, don't dismiss that, son. That was a fantastic
great
win, let me
but
have you know.
Without that game, we wouldn't have got
That's
here.
right,
Yeah,
that's
you
right.
would have got here. Thanks, Ryan,
But-
for doing that. I
but-
didn't like to do it
Pay
myself.
me later.
People were dismissing it. Jamie O'Hara, he's a wanker, but he's calling it the Mickey Mouse Cup. But it was so special. It was like to the relief. I don't know about you boys, it's real similar ages, but that night, the relief to watch your club captain lift a major trophy, and you just thought, I literally said the words, I could die a happy man.
Really?
That's
how much it meant to you.
I've completed it.
And,
I've completed
and
it. You watch it, and football's a funny old game because that meant more to me than I reckon like a Man City winning the triple, because they've already done it 3 or 4 fucking times. I've never seen it.
No.
You know what I mean?
The thing is, as well, you forget we was unbeaten in that
Throughout it,
competition.
isn't it? It was incredible.
You know,
It was
we
incredible.
drew-
And listen,
we
no
drew
one can
one game
dismiss
or two.
that competition,
No.
third best competition in Europe.
Yeah.
It's an incredible victory to do that, to win any cup competitions takes all sorts of.
And as you said about the victory parade, I'm gutted I wasn't there because it looked amazing when I was watching the videos. But I wouldn't swap being there to
Being there,
to being
yeah,
there
yeah.
watching Rice
We
with
was-
that trophy.
we was watching it on our phone in the bars in the square, and if you looked around, there was thousands of fans watching the victory
watching
parade on their phones, and it was slightly disappointing, wasn't it? You
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
we should be there. That should be for us as well, because
But you've done this.
we've done
It's a
it,
fucking journey.
but we had this, and we'll always have
That was
this.
their moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And it's nice to share.
And plus, the next day, Chesney Hawk treated us to burger and
That's
chips,
right,
didn't he?
yeah.
No way.
That's right. Yeah, it did, yeah.
yeah.
I need to talk about this.
The one and only.
The one and only.
Yeah.
Now that's a highlight in itself, surely. Come on. But I can only imagine what it was like here because I weren't there. And I made this. We'd been in America for a week with a TST tour with the old boys. Coley actually was doing the BT Sports the night, and we flew back in the morning from. Basically, it was meant to be a football tournament. It was a week on the piss. It was fucking fantastic.
That's a surprise.
It was fantastic. It was a brilliant
That's not
week.
like you,
It's
Jim.
not like I know this, but it was a brilliant week. And Coley's on the plane on the way back. He's got his flight socks on up to there. He's got his pants on. He's sat in the premium economy and business class. He was a big time. Walked past him there, and he's got his shades on. As I walked past him, I went. He's like looked at me, and went. Do you think I'll be all right for the telly later? Honestly, I couldn't see his eyes. Couldn't see the whites of his eyes. He was like, he was bloodshot.
Yeah.
And he was gone. I went, mate, you're in a bit bother here, mate. He went. So he went out there, and I chose to watch it at London Stadium, which was, it was an incredible atmosphere. But you used to be out here. Honestly, must have been something special.
There was a lot of ex-players here, Jim. To be
lot,
fair, and
right.
like Stag, Brian Deere was just in front of us. He spoke. I think he went down on the pitch because obviously he was a winner in
That's
1965.
right. I remember seeing him on there.
And then Gailey was just behind my left shoulder. He was up there with a few
Cotty
people.
was here somewhere.
Cotty was here, and
I see Cotty doing the sing-alongs in
Yeah,
the square
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
as well.
Ian Bishop and
Bish, yeah, what legend.
Tony Carr was over
I mean,
here with his
Ginger's
son.
out here as well, wasn't
Ginge, I spoke to you earlier. An experience, a memory that I'll never ever forget. It's great that we've got to know you guys as mates as well now, to be honest. And he was stood just in front of me, Ginge, and when the full-time whistle went, I, like everyone else, burst into tears. The relief of thinking we've done it, we've won it. And Ginge was just taking it all in. You could see him just taking it all in. And, as much as he's one of us, he wasn't born one of us.
Yeah.
But he said one of the nicest things I've ever had said to me at a football match. He could see the emotion, and he come up, he gave me an hug, and he said, "No set of fans deserves this more than you lot." He says, "So take it all in." He says, "Because I'm so happy for you boys, and for someone who wore our shirt to have that moment, really, really special."
Yeah, amazing.
And then you got the flip side. You had my mate John, who as we walked out, he says, "There ain't much that can top this other than going to Goldfingers now, to be honest."
And did you? I don't
No,
even want to
obviously
know that.
not,
I don't even want to
obviously
know
not,
that.
obviously
I don't even want to know
But
that.
as you said earlier, Jim, about the game, and it was a bad game. I mean, the
Shocking.
thing is, when we went 1-0 up, and then it was Zuma went off, didn't he? And
Yeah.
Kera come on, and then they scored, and I thought, We ain't going to win this. I just didn't think. I was sitting there
They
thinking,
had one.
it's not going to go our way.
Just before we scored our one, I don't remember it. I might be remembering it wrong. But they had one flash just past the post.
Yeah.
And I thought, fuck. And I'm so, because I was there in 05 when we lost at 06, when we lost the cup final.
Yeah.
I was there when we lost to Palace.
I was there
You know what I mean?
for 06 as well. Should have played, and we probably had a winners medal, but that's a different story.
But that's the story, isn't it? That's the story that we've always known. It's you get this far and you don't go any further. But that night, and then when he played that ball through and he put it through, he put it in, and I swear down, I was sitting right behind it, and it went in, and it bobbled off of someone. It bobbled off the bottom of the keeper, didn't it? And it bobbled in, and I looked at him and I went, "That's offside. It's got to be offside, right?" Everyone's jumping around me. I'm saying that's offside. I said I don't want, and I'm looking down the thing, and Moisey is fucking sprinting.
Moisey pegged it.
But Nolan has told me a story since. He told me that he told Moisey that it was because he always looked at the iPad. Is it onside?
Yeah.
And he turned around to him. He said, "Is it onside?" And Nolan went too early. He went, "Yeah, it's onside."
He went all in, didn't he?
He went, "Fuck, I don't even know whether it's onside." But obviously,
Imagine trying to get Moisey back on the
mate.
bungee.
Moisey would have ginned him. I reckon.
Ginned,
I reckon
absolutely.
he would have fucking
And
well.
it's when Bowen goes through, and like it's the goalkeeper, and you just think he's taking forever to get in. And as soon as that goes in, you just think, yeah, this is our day. This is our year. We deserve
That's
this.
Roy the Rover stuff.
First,
I mean, if you've seen an away end explode, that is it. I mean, it's my dad struggles to get chorus bubbles out, to be honest with you, and he was on a seat, and it's just, and I thought, well, you know what, this is a moment. A guy similar next to me didn't celebrate. He said it's offside. It's offside. I said to you earlier on, that's why I'll always detest VAR.
Because
it took that moment
Emotion,
away from
that
him.
moment.
It took it away from me, but that's even if it didn't have VAR, that's the story for me.
Yeah.
That's always the story. It's not going to count. It's not going to count. It's too perfect, and it was perfect.
And do you know what? And that is what football and supporting West Ham is about. Them moments, and no one can ever take them moments or that moment, especially away from you all. And for one night, and probably one night only, Fortune was not hiding. Not once. And it was, I mean, to watch us celebrate it. And Ginger's right. The best set of fans in the world. For use week in, week out, you go to every game. But the most passionate fans. To actually get that is, for me, you's lucky. You's grew up supporting West Ham. Me, Ginge, and the lads who still love the club now, we fell in love from playing from the club. So we got in there later. We love the club from that.
But I think maybe they've renamed it after us.
Yeah.
Fortune Arena.
Well, hey,
It wasn't hiding that night.
do you know what? And that's
Perfect
a fucking
segue.
perfect ending, my friend.
There you go.
Fortune was not hiding that night, and it never will be. Up the irons.
Come on, you irons.
Come on, you irons.
Brilliant.
That's good.